What up, y'all? Welcome to the video. As y'all coming in, y'all smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you ain't already subscribed. Now, Errol Spence was asked a question after the press conference, and I want to talk about it. So we're going to listen to it first, and then we're going to go over it. So check it out. Check it out.
Ready to set the price for this little side bet here?
We did have a side bet, but to be 100% honest, I gave him that when we was in negotiations to make the fight happen.
How much we talking here?
A lot more than our first bet.
What was the first bet?
Y'all know, y'all seen the video.
Bring me $1 million. Okay, so this one's bigger than $1 million. The side bet you guys made in negotiations.
Nah, it wasn't no side bet negotiation. I'm saying to make the fight happen, I gave him a lot more than the side bet. So
I don't know what the interview dude not understand about what Errol Spence just said, but I clearly understand every word and everything that he's saying. He's saying what he can say without uh giving too much. So you have to read between the lines to understand what he's saying. So the guy asked him about the side bet that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford had when they met in the hallway. When they first met in the hallway, they had a side bet about. You remember Errol Spence was like, "Man, we can bet 100,000." And then Terence Crawford came out the cut. We can bet 1,000,000. You remember he said that we can bet 1,000,000. And Earl Smith was like, "All right, let's go then." And they shook hands on that. So they asked him about the bet to see if they, you know what I'm saying, just to ask a little question. They were like, "Man, what's up with that bet? You and Bud, y'all still got that bet going?" So what Earl Spence is saying is, I'm not betting him nothing else because I didn't gave him some free money. You understand? He didn't gave him paper just for the fight to happen. So for the Terence Crawford fanboys, this is the Terence Crawford fanboys who said that Terence Crawford was the one and that made the fight happen, or oh man, Earl Spence, they were saying things. What else they say? They said, uh, well, Fred from Barbershop Conversations, he said the broke baby daddies almost cost Earl Spence millions. You feel me? So that's what he said. That's what he said. So I don't know who the broke baby daddies is, but that was Fred said. You heard me? So when it comes to Terence Crawford fans, though, because I know Fred picking Earl, but I'm just saying, Terence Crawford fans want to take credit for this fight. Well, Earl Smith just shut that down with this. So do I have to play it again? Sure, I'll play it again.
Ready to set the price for this little side bet here?
we did have a side bet, but to be 100% honest, I gave him that when we was in negotiations to make the fight happen.
How much?
Pause. So let me get this straight, cause I have to talk like this because there's some dumb guys in the back who don't understand. So I have to break it down like this. So let me get this straight. Errol Spence, who worth millions of dollars, who's obviously the A side for this fight, right? Gave Terence Crawford extra millions of dollars on top of what he was already supposed to get, just so Terence Crawford can say yes and sign his last name. Because Terence Crawford, they had to keep sending Terence Crawford contracts, and Terence Crawford kept signing his first name, but he was leaving his last name off the contract for whatever reason. He put his first name, he left off the Crawford. He left that off. Because he was hesitating. He was getting cold feet. He didn't know if he wanted to keep his eyeball or not. So Earl Spence had to offer him more millions just for him to get, get him a shot at the eyeball. That's what it was all about. The eyeball is definitely worth millions, so I understand. I wouldn't want to lose my eyeball, but to persuade Terence Crawford to even put his eyeball on the line, he had to give him extra millions of dollars. That's what it was all about. You feel me? And that's how the fight got made. We're going to kill this, though, because we got the fight or whatever. I don't want to really harp on it, but Errol Spence said it, and I just want to step on the little roaches. They want to squirm around when the lights come on and act like Terence Crawford was the one that had something to do with making this fight happen. But all he did was Errol Spence had her. You know, it's funny that Bud was talking about reeling Errol Spence in when Errol Spence the one that had to put a goddamn $1 million on the end of the fishing rod to get that nigga ass out the goddamn door to open the door. Errol Spence put goddamn millions of dollars on the contract and slid that motherfucker under the door on the end of a fishing rod and kept teasing Bud. So Bud said, fuck it. Shit. One of my fans give me a new eyeball. And that's what it was about. And that's how we got the fight. And that's why the fight is here now. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations for Errol Spence. He a real dude. That's how you know how bad he wanted to fight. He wanted it more than Terence Crawford. And that's why he gonna beat the fuck out of him. And he gonna knock his ass out. And he gonna break his ribs. And break his nose. And knock his eyeball out. So that's how bad he wanted to do that. You can't tell me somebody don't want to fight and don't want it bad enough if they give you millions of dollars. Name me one nigga that gave you $1 million for anything. Shit, your girl giving the pussy away for free. So she ain't even want $1 million for that. So you know the eyeball worth a lot more than what's between her legs. I'm just saying, man. Y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. You subscribe already. And I'm out, y'all. Deuce.